Welcome to the debut segment of Cast Iron Skillet. I'm Chef Sherry, owner of Cast Iron Skillet and a native of Louisiana. Cast Iron Skillet desires to share the cultural heritage and education of Creole cuisine. We want to share our passion of food through the savory aromas, the rich taste, and the vibrant colors. Today, I'm preparing a timeless Louisiana dish called griots and grits. Okay, we start with 5 to 6 ounces of 100% all natural beef round steak, 1/2 cup of flour, 1 cup of diced tomatoes, canned or fresh, bell peppers. We have a 1/2 cup of sweet Vidalia onion, coarsely chopped celery, green onion, and minced garlic, and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. In addition, we have some savory seasonings, a Creole blend, cayenne pepper, coarse fresh ground black pepper, salt, and a mixture of herbs and bay leaf. The Trinity, better known as Creole mirepoix, consists of coarsely chopped green bell pepper, onion, celery, and a little parsley thrown in for texture. The Trinity has been used over time in Louisiana dishes. Okay, we begin by patting our steaks dry. You want to be sure that you get all of the water off of these steaks so that you don't have a splash with your oil, hot oil. We're using extra virgin olive oil. Okay, then we're going to season with a little salt and pepper. I want to get both sides in there. And I'm using coarsely ground black pepper because that gives it a little bit richer taste. Then we're going to just dredge our steak, our round steak, into the flour. And you want to just shake it off just like that. This is just coating the beef. We're not trying to do a batter for griots and grits, but this does keep our steak from overcooking and gives your gravy a richer flavor. Just like that. Our round steak using a cast iron skillet, of course. I'm just going to shake off that excess flour as I put these steaks in. You want to cook 2 at a time so you can get a nice sear on each side. One thing about cooking ground steak is that you don't want to disturb that meat too much while it's cooking, because you want to get a nice brown color evenly on both sides. Got to get my pan to cool down a little bit too much on that one, so we'll just let it heat up some. Now we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter to our deglazed pan. Our steaks are nice and brown now, and we're going to begin to add our vegetables, we're going to start by adding the Trinity. Our sweet onion. Our celery. And green onion. And you want to cook those until the onions, celery, green onions, bell peppers are soft but not browned. Then we're going to add our diced tomatoes, garlic and Worcestershire sauce, and some of our seasonings. We're going to let that simmer for about 20 minutes and then add our steaks. When we add our steaks in, we're going to partially cover the skillet, and we're going to let that simmer for another 20 minutes. And then we'll be ready to plate our griots and grits. Now that our wonderful sauce is simmering with beautiful aromas and flavors marrying together, I want to share with you that I added what is called Roux to thicken and give our sauce that brown, rich color. Roux is a mixture of browned flour and shortening. And this is something that's used in several Louisiana dishes, from gumbo to griots and grits. Now our sauce has been simmering for about 20 minutes. We've added some fresh herbs, thyme, oregano, and some bay leaf. And now I'm placing the prepared griots, our round steak, into that sauce. It's going to simmer for another 20 minutes until the steaks are fork tender, just so that you don't see any resistance when you touch them with the center of a knife. And then we'll be ready to plate with some cheese grits that have already been prepared for us as an accompaniment to our griots. Now I'm going to add some heavy whipping cream and half and half to our grits, and this is what gives them their creamy texture. Okay, we're going to start to plate our griots now. I'm going to add just a little bit of Italian blend cheese on the top. And just a little bit of our green onion for color. Now we're going to plate our griots. And we're going to add 2 of our cutlets to the plate. Doesn't that look wonderful? We're going to top them with some of our peppers that have been hand seared. And here we have our griots and grits, which is served with a nice Cabernet Sauvignon. Très bien. Griots and grits is something that was prepared by the gens de couleur, free people of color, from high society to the common laborer. My dad loved griots and grits. He loved 7 steaks, and my mother prepared the 7 steaks simmering in the pot with the tomatoes, roux, and onions. I can still smell it today. One of the things that griots and grits is known for is to be served at breakfast. You would take that leftover smothered steak that you used the night before and serve it that morning as a breakfast. What a way to start a Monday. And that's the way Lawrence Raleigh went off to work, with some griots and grits.